October 2023. And we, as always, we start off with Scotland. And the first news is Glenmorangie, A Tale of Tokyo is announced. It's part of the Tale of series, as the name suggests, but this time it's partly matured in Mistunara oak. The packaging was created by Akira Yamaguchi, a very famous or a very good Japanese artist who is known for his paintings. It has 46% ABV and also will be available shortly at Whisky.com for everybody who orders from the Netherlands. Then we have news from the port of Leith Distillery. It's the first vertical distillery of Great Britain in Edinburgh. You can actually book tours at the 11th of October, so it's opening very, very shortly. Then we have the Ardbeg 19 years Traigh Bhan Batch number 5. The Traigh Bhan always varies between ex-bourbon and Oloroso sherry casks. The focus is now more on Oloroso sherry casks, not chill filtered, not colored, 46.2% ABV, and now available at Whisky.com in the Netherlands. And then we have Diageo, and they are releasing, as always, as every autumn, they're releasing their special releases 2023. This time they're called Spirited Xchange. 8 bottlings, and this time for the first time it's Ross Isle in there. So the first single malt from Ross Isle. The packaging from 8 artists from around the world, and the artistry is complemented by visual interpretations of the flavors of the flavored tasting notes of the distillery. And as always, the special releases are always cask strength. Then we have a new kind of series or core range from GlenAllachie, the Meikle Tòir, and it's the smoky side of GlenAllachie. So Billy Walker, from 5 years ago, he created something smoky in this distillery, and now he's bringing out under this name. It's 4 single malts with all different maturation, and they're all smoky. Then we have Dal Riata Distillery, and they are getting their building permit. It's the idea of Ian Croucher. He owns the independent bottler North Star Spirits, and the entrepreneur Ronnie Grant, and they are building the new distillery in the region of Campbelltown, actually just south of Campbelltown, near the Campbelltown Loch. They actually want to build a distillery for £4.5 million. Then we have Big Peat Christmas Edition 2023 and Scallywag Winter Edition 2023, and they are here, so they are coming. First time Big Peat Christmas has a sherry cask finish, both uncolored and chill filtered as always, and available at Whisky.com in the Netherlands. Then we have a new announcement of the Balblair 21 years. 6 years finish in Oloroso casks, 46% ABV, and unfortunately very, very limited, so be sure to get your bottle early. Then we have the Ardgowan Distillery. They are actually signing the contract with Muir Construction for the building of their distillery, or they have signed it, so very nice. It's the distillery in the lowlands for £20 million, and they want to produce their first spirit in 2024. Tough timeline, and the distillery should be a carbon-free distillery in Inverclyde, which is kind of west of Glasgow. So then we have also news from the legal side of whiskey. There is a new association. It's the Cask Whisky Association, and they've been founded from people of the industry and independent bottlers distilleries, and this Cask Association is there to have binding rules for exchanging and trading casks, and this should have better control and better protection for people who are buying casks, and you get less fraud in there. Then something very nice and historic. Some person in a castle that is looking after the castle have found, I don't know if it was a secret room or some cellar, and they found 40 bottles, and they were really old, and it's said they are dating back to 1833, and they actually carbon radiation dated them, and they are from the early 19th century. So the carbon radiation method also showed that they are not fraud, but they are 200-year-old bottles, and now these bottles get under the hammer, so they get auctioned off, so they will be really expensive. Next up, Ireland. The Waterford Distillery is announcing Ireland's first, or not first, the most heavily peated whiskies in Ireland. It's two new bottlings, Lacan and Woodbrook. The phenol should be 57 and 74 ppm. Then next up we have in US whiskey, we have the Basil Hayden malted rye. It's 100% malted barley. It's getting into their core range, and unfortunately it's US only until now, and hopefully it will come to the rest of the world as well. Then we have Rebel Yell, and they're presenting their first wine finish. So yes, it's an American bourbon, Rebel Bourbon, from Lux Row Distillers in Kentucky. And they are announcing that Cabernet Sauvignon cask finish, and it's going to be called Rebel 100 Bourbon Cabernet Sauvignon barrel finish. But now here comes the kicker. It's actually not US only, so you can buy it everywhere but the US, probably like the typical international markets. Limited to 6,000 bottles for 50% ABV. It's probably just the Americans don't like any cask or barrel finishing. But so do they think. I think the Americans will be interested in that as well. Next up, international this whiskey. We have Mackmyra Identitet. Strange word for German, because in Germany we spell it differently. It's identity, and the identity is combination of Mackmyra Svensk Egg and Svensk Rök. Svensk Egg is the Swedish oak, and Svensk Rök is the Swedish smokiness. So they combined both of these Swedish to have that Swedish identity in a new whiskey with 48.7% ABV. And a small news in the end, the Whisky.com glass, the glass that we always use here, is now also available in the Netherlands in the shop, and has also the Whisky.com logo in it. You can also buy the Whisky.de logo there. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.